confirmation that Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe will play against the two-time former champions Gideon and Tsukamolyo, the #1 seeds in tomorrow's final. Both of the semi-finals in 2 straight games, which is unusual for men's doubles. Well, our last semi-final of the day is women's singles, and it features the reigning Olympic champion, a winner of this tournament 5 years ago, Carolina Marin, the left-hander from Spain, up against the #2 seed TAI Tzu Ying, who's looking to reach a 4th consecutive women's singles final here. Now, when we look at the women's singles draw from quarter-final stage, not only 6 different nationalities, 2 from Thailand, 2 from Japan, but I can tell you 6 of the 8 players have been former world #1s. 4 of the 8 quarter-finalists have been world champions, and 6 of the 8 quarter-finalists have contested the All England final before. But by semi-final, all 4 players had been All England champions at some point in the past. For this lady, it was 5 years ago in 2015 when she beat Saina Nehwal in the final. It was her first ever Super Series title when she won here 5 years ago. It's nothing like starting with the best, is it? The most prestigious Super Series tournament during the Super Series period is the most prestigious World Tour event now. Here is TAI Tzu Ying, who has been in the final for the last 3 years. She won in 2017 and 18. Now, as you can see, this is a 15th meeting between these 2 players. And of the previous 14, TAI Tzu Ying has won 8 of them. She won the last as well, first round of the Fuzhou China Open, 21-16, 13-1 up when Carolina Marin retired. She wasn't well in Fuzhou, but this is actually the 2nd meeting at the All England Championships, because when Carolina Marin won the title in 2015, she beat TAI Tzu Ying in the semi-final stage. TAI Tzu Ying is 25 years of age now, born in Kaohsiung, and she is currently world #2, so she has been world #1 a total of 147 weeks as world #1. Well, she's only 25 years of age, but she's in her 10th consecutive All England Championship, which is astonishing, really. In the first round, she beat Chai Yan-Yan from China in 3 games, and then beat the 2017 World Junior Champion, Grigoria Mariska-Tunjun. Quarter-final, she beat Pornpui Chortuwing in 2 very, very comfortable games. In fact, she's got better and better as the tournament has gone on, hasn't she, TAI Tzu Ying? Lost last year in the final, TAI Tzu Ying, to the player already in the final, Chen Yufei. So here is the 26-year-old left-hander, Carolina Marin, born in Huelva in Spain. Currently #7 in the world ranking, but did spend a total of 66 weeks across 3 different spells as world #1. Olympic gold medalist in the Rio, and 3 times world champion, 4 times European champion. Is she about to get through to a 2nd All England final? All of her matches in 2 straight games. The first 2 rounds, the scoreline exactly the same. 21-13, 21-14 against 2 Chinese players, Zhang Yiman and Wang Qiyi. And then in the quarter-final, beat the #3 seed, Akane Yamaguchi, who was beaten in the final by TAI Tzu Ying 2 years ago, 21-15, 21-12. So these 2 players have both been in incredible form in the tournament so far. David Evans, our umpire for this one, and Alan Potter will be the service judge. So Carolina Marin wearing the anniversary Yonex kit, the all-white kit with the royal blue and spring green trim to it, will only be worn at this tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Carolina Marin, Spain. And on my left, TAI Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. Carolina Marin to serve. Level. Play.
3 All-England titles between these two players. TAI Tzu Ying, the 2-time former champion in 2017 and 18. TAI Tzu Ying nearest to us, attempting to make it through to a 4th consecutive All-England women's singles final. The Olympic champion Carolina Marin won the title here 5 years ago. And these two players really have been in tremendous form all tournament.
Oh, nice hit.
And when you consider that a little over a year ago, Carolina Marin had a career-threatening injury, ruptured an anterior cruciate ligament. For her to come back after that surgery and reach this sort of level so quickly is nothing short of astonishing.
Yeah, it is. It is. She was about 1.5 months into rehab last year at this time.
Yeah.
Service over.
And already practicing in the hall back then. There was some video on her homepage where she's sitting with the injured leg up whilst doing multi-feet.
Yeah, practicing skills. It was incredible. I saw that footage too, Steen.
Good save by TAI Tzu Ying.
Yeah, very aggressive start to this match by Carolina Marin. Her coach is Fernando Rivas and Anna's Thompson.
3-1.
That's a good shot. Short racket movement. Or maybe not short, but only racket movement.
What you mean, no shoulder movement?
No shoulder, no arm movement in the impact.
Yeah, that's delightful.
4-1.
Skills. She really is a wonderful mover. Smooth movement around the court by TAI Tzu Ying. And she has a wonderful, relaxed hitting style. Great disguise on her shots because every overhead shot looks as if it's going to be exactly the same.
Totally. And also deceptions on the shots below the tape.
Service over. 5-2.
I think this could be a good match. It looks like it's a Marin who is determined, and we saw yesterday that she's playing well against Akane Yamaguchi. Played well at the net. Did that stay in?
Yeah, I thought it was out. Oh, no, it did stay in.
2.
Here we go. Let's have another look.
Yeah.
Oof. It was close. Doesn't want to use her challenges early on, perhaps. Well left. Well, Steen, I was searching the record books
Service over.
earlier today about the last player, women's singles player here at Yorlington to reach 4 consecutive finals. Oh, that was good judgment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that player was, do you have an idea?
4 consecutive in women's singles?
In women's singles, 4 consecutive finals.
Xi Xingfang?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I went back to Ye Xiaoying.
Ye Xiaoying, yeah.
21 years ago. Before that, Gillian Gilks,
Service
44
over.
years ago.
7-3.
Good shot.
Service over. 4-7.
Oh, great disguise, but it's gone long.
Yeah, that was a little bit lucky, I think, because I don't think MARIN would have gotten to that one had it been inside the lines.
Look how she holds and then suddenly flicks. Brilliant
Good
net
play.
shot.
Good net play again. We saw it yesterday against Yamaguchi that the net game was working quite well for MARIN.
9-4.
And that one was extremely good. Big Key taking it early.
Put an awful lot of pressure on TAI Tzu Ying, has Carolina Marin. Of course, part of the plan to prevent her from playing all her beautiful deceptive shots. And there she got off to a good start in the rally, TAI Tzu Ying. And then she doesn't let you get back in it.
5-10.
So, even if it sounds odd, then the service situation could be important here in the women's singles.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Which I think was what Fernando Rivas did his PhD in last year. Importance of the first 4 shots in women's singles.
Oh, that's great skill from TAI Tzu Ying.
6-10.
Good save.
Well, she didn't have to make it that tight. Then she got the net cord on that cross-court backhand net shots and has a 5-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Muy poco error y ningún clear to serve. Recuerda que el patrón de su clear to serve, ¿cuál era? Siempre a la zona de revés, ¿de acuerdo? Esto está bien. Incluso si puede los flips, el C1 por ejemplo, los flips están bien, ten en cuenta si está llegando a punto.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. 11-6.
Well, it has been a great start to this semi-final by the Olympic champion.
Service over.
The point you made earlier when I was talking about TAI Tzu Ying's overheads, and you said, but also the deception from below the tape, that was a prime example.
Get ready.
Totally this time.
11.
That's wonderful. I was just about to say, Steen, did you notice in that rally how MARIN was being pushed to the back, brought forward, pushed to the back, brought forward,
12,
and TAI Tzu Ying never moved beyond half court backwards. She was only half court forwards. Yeah, it's a great save from MARIN. Oh, that was going wide, wasn't it? Just seemed to snatch at that. In fact, I wasn't sure whether she was going to go for the kill or whether she was going to play the net shot.
14.
I think that hesitation and a change of mind.
It's not very often she goes for the kill, in my opinion.
Yeah, no pace on that downward shot from MARIN to feed off on her defensive shot. Two back to the same place from TAI Tzu Ying is clever tactical awareness.
There's the walk.
Yes.
I wonder if she can get warned by the umpire for not having one heel in the ground all the time, like race walkers.
Yeah, always a sign that she's confident, playing well, eager to pick up the shuttle, get on with the next rally.
Yeah, remember the World Championship final 2017 where she was constantly ready to play, and PV Sindhu was trying to get some extra time in between the rallies, and MARIN just steamrolled her. No, that was not 2017, that was 18.
Yeah, I was going to say. Okuhara won the world title in 17. That's gone wide.
Service over. 16-10.
Missed it.
Service over.
It was a great shot. And she'd built up to that one with a lot of straight smashes, a lot of good straight smashes, MARIN. Overdoing it a little bit here, and I also think that TAI Tzu Ying was covering it really well. She would have had a chance to play it had it been inside the lines.
It's going wide. A lot of errors so far, TAI Tzu Ying.
Yes.
4 out the back, I think.
18-11.
At least 2 or 3 wide of that deep forehand corner of MARIN. Wow, that's superb. Sensational smash straight down the line, pinpoint accuracy.
12-18.
Lands in.
Oh, well, the line judge is saying unsighted. I think MARIN must have been between the shuttle landing and the line judge. So the umpire is asking for Hawkeye to adjudicate. MARIN is convinced that it was out. She's kept hold of the shuttle. Caught the line. So nobody loses any challenges because it was the umpire that asked
18.
for Hawkeye.
Play.
Missed it.
14-18. Service over.
2 points away from the opening game.
14.
Well, it was ambitious, wasn't it, from TAI Tzu Ying?
Yeah.
Backhand defence with full pirouette.
Service over. 15-19.
Game point opportunities.
Service over. 20. Game point. 15.
Oh,
Good shot.
that's fantastic. What disguise on that.
Service over. 16-20.
Missed it.
17-20.
You don't often see Carolina MARIN playing that slow drop, disguised drop, do you?
No, That's something that she's been working on, getting into her game.
Brilliant. Well, well, well. This has suddenly got very interesting.
Yeah.
18.
3 game points
20.
have come and gone. But another 2 remain for Carolina Marin.
Send it in.
Oh, goodness me.
19, 20.
Yeah, it came back in, didn't it?
Yeah.
Carolina.
That sideways drift we've been talking about all week.
Carolina, do not call
I
before
didn't
the
think
line.
it was that severe in the beginning of this last session of the day here in Birmingham, but we've also seen Tai miss some on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
The drift has taken it out.
So just 1 point the deficit now. Brilliant. On a 5th game point opportunity. Carolina Marin converts 21-19 opening game to the Olympic champion.
19.
21 minutes.
Esos bloqueos le estaban dando mucho tiempo para hacer a ver qué problema tienes con el clear.
Muy blando y inseguro.
Vale, pero es que lo está golpeando cuando caes aquí,
Ya, ya.
¿vale? Entonces, recuerda en qué fase de juego hemos utilizado esos engaños. No es en esa tú tienes otros recursos que hemos visto además en el vídeo. ¿Dónde se pone ella cuando te mete la presión? Cubre mucho más el paralelo. ¿Qué recursos habíamos visto? Bajar, que el volante siempre bajara de la cinta, incluso un poco más profundo para buscar la jugada de tenso de revés, desde tu lado de derecha. ¿Sí? Vale. Fondo de derecha también, claro. Los ataques están siendo siempre paralelos. ¿Vale? En este momento del partido todavía no ha habido ataque al cuerpo. Ni uno.
一定这个东西要先做好。好。地节奏衔接还是一样，起高注意你的防守，把它做清楚，知道吗？
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Lai Chen Chen, Tai Tzu Ying's coach, still talking to her as he's told to go back to his coaching chair.
Second game. Level. Play.
So the Olympic champion, 1 game away from her second All England final. And for the 2-time former champion, Tai Tzu Ying, she's going to have to come from behind if she's going to make it 4 finals in a row here at the Onyx All England Championships.
Not the best of start.
No.
For Marin, first an air shot and then a misjudgment. And TAI Tzu Ying should take comfort in that she finished the first game better than Marin.
My goodness, what on earth has happened to Carolina Marin?
4 love, Thai.
That one was halfway down the net as well.
Totally lost focus.
It's difficult to understand how and why that happens.
Yeah.
I mean, surely she's, you know, you've
Small
just...
things that can trick it.
Yeah. That's a great shot. So is that from TAI Tzu Ying. And TAI Tzu Ying in full flow is just a joy to watch.
We heard when we saw Line Kjærsgaard play Okuhara 2 days ago that she was confused about the drift in the hole. So if there's been a little bit of uncertainty about the drift, then that is something that could create some uncertainty.
Wide and long.
Service over. 1-6.
Great pace to the rally. Well, she hesitated, TAI Tzu Ying, maybe considering leaving it, but that hesitation cost her dear.
6.
Oh. Yeah, what on earth was she thinking there? I think it was going wide. Missed it.
Service over. 7-2.
You know, your point about the drift, Steen, I did wonder in one of the matches earlier whether the drift had changed because we
There
did
was so many
going
long.
on the far side.
Yes, but and I think that's one of the tricky things when you see people play long on the side where you expect them to be able to push it. And I think again we talked about it earlier. There's drift in layers, and there's a difference between new shuttles and used shuttles.
Yeah.
Here I think it looks like Marin is trying to adjust her game. I don't know if she thinks that she's playing with the drift. I'm positive she's playing against the drift and can push her shots even more than she did in the first game. And I don't see that that should change. I thought she had some great smashes. Some of them went just a bit wide, but they were really crisp and created a lot of problems for TAI Tzu Ying. So I just think keep on going. Too short. Too short. Too short. Too short. Better. There's too many shots that are too short.
Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I stick to the read that it's a really good rally and that the drift is coming from TAI Tzu Ying towards MARIN, and I'm not sure that they've got the same read down on the court.
Thank you. Back onto court. Four, 9. Yes. Play.
Brilliant.
Service over. 10, 4.
Look at that, played with disguise. That net shot.
Service over. 5, 10.
Gosh, that's well judged.
Service over. 11-5.
So it's a 6-point advantage here in the second game for TAI Tzu Ying at the mid-game interval.
节奏跟心情要把它做出来，这样保持好你的移动的节奏，这个要跟紧，尤其是你单网，他很喜欢上来戳，这个你要特别要去提防一下这个东西，不要说让他戳得太顺，哦，这个东西一定要跟紧，放要注意他戳，只要拍成打的，
Chen used to be her hitting partner.
Yeah.
还可以吧？
Became her coach.
seconds. Coaches, leave the court.
Céntrate en lo que hemos entrenado, céntrate en todo eso.
Carolina, back on court.
Yeah. Come.
11-5. Play.
Yeah, that was
Service
just
over.
a change in pace.
Carolina.
That was a half smash, really.
Yep.
Carolina.
Just seemed to clip down over the shuttle, no real follow-through.
6.
Well long.
Service over. 7-12.
Superb, superb play from TAI Tzu Ying. She moved Carolina Marin from side to side, making her twist and turn, forehand, then backhand net, then the winner down the forehand side again.
It was almost like a mirror of the first game when MARIN was on the other side.
13-7. Seven.
Oof. Are you still sure about that drift, Steve?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, how did she do that? And you're still sure?
Well,
16-7.
Look at that crouch defense. That's amazing.
Service over. 8,
Does MARIN
16.
really try to come back and win this in 2? Or does she think about a third game?
I think maybe it's just to focus on the next point and see then if it suddenly is 11-16, then maybe I think it's on the next point, because she's got to play better than she's played in the second game in order to have a chance in the third.
16.
And she's gone away from attacking and putting pressure on TAI Tzu Ying, and I really don't understand why. If you leave initiative to TAI, then she will chase you all around the court. Exactly.
Look at that.
Well played.
That is just delightful.
Service over.
Such racket skills.
17-9.
Oh, yes.
In the first game until 2015 or something like that, MARIN had totally outpowered TAI Tzu Ying, and I simply don't see that it shouldn't be possible to do the same here in the second. I think in some terms you could say that it's not so much TAI Tzu Ying who's played herself back into the match. It's more Carolina Marin who's led her into the match, the way I see it. And she's thankful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Service over. 18-10.
TAI Tzu Ying is controlling the front of the court as well, isn't she?
Totally. Because if there's no pressure on the first shot, like we discussed in the first game, then you're in trouble.
It's going wide. Oh my goodness.
Service over.
And for TAI Tzu Ying at the moment, it's like having a yo-yo. Playing with, well, you go there, then I play short, you go there. I decide wherever you go.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Twelve, 18.
Oh my goodness gracious. What on earth happened there?
13, 18. Service over.
2 points away from taking this second game
19,
and forcing
13.
a decider.
And with the advantage, the clear advantage at the moment, ever since 11-6 in the first game, TAI has scored more points.
Game point opportunities for TAI Tzu Ying.
20, game point 13.
Missed it. One game all. 21-13. TAI Tzu Ying takes the second.
Second game won by TAI Tzu Ying, 21-13. One game all.
42 minutes into the match and one game apiece.
¿Vale? Entonces, y ahí lo que vamos a intentar es procurar echarlo al centro y cubrir, sobre todo en el lado de revés, pues si te hace esto. ¿De acuerdo? El resto, lo único que en cuanto tengas la oportunidad, velocidad.
Llévate allí.
Ya te ha ganado con velocidad, Carolina. ¿Vale? Es decir, hay una cosa que está haciendo antes muy bien, era simplemente por fondo a la derecha. Eso sí hay que mezclarlo con el picado cruzado. Si esto no, aquí hemos venido a poner en práctica las cosas. A reconectar totalmente. ¿De acuerdo? Y eso es lo único que tenemos que tener en cuenta. ¿Vale? Que no sale bien, pues no sale bien. No hay ningún problema. Si vamos a seguir entrenando, no se acaba el mundo. Pero lo importante es eso, centrarnos en lo único que podemos controlar. ¿Vale? ¿Qué podemos controlar? Pues eso, demás podemos controlar que si te hace la cinta arriba y agacharnos para poder jugar al tenso. ¿Vale? Venga, vamos a ver.
Carolina.
So one game all in this women's singles semi-final.
Yes.
TAI Tzu Ying going for a fourth consecutive final women's singles here at the
Final
World
game.
Championships. For Carolina Marin,
Level.
the Olympic champion. Well, I think you were right, Steve, since she led 11-6 in the opening game. Actually, TAI Tzu Ying was, oh my goodness gracious. I think there must be some sort of,
shot.
yeah. That happened to Carolina Marin at the start of the
I
second
think
game.
the sideways drift is a lot more severe.
Astonishing.
I heard one word from Fernando Rivas, that was velocidad, which means pace.
Oh, my goodness. That's outrageous.
Service over.
Backhand smash straight down the line.
1-all.
She looks a little rattled, doesn't she?
Yes, a
Marin?
lot rattled. I mean, if she hits that smash 10 centimeters inside the line or 10 centimeters longer to the left, probably Tai will get it, but she won't be able to play a really, really strong reply. She probably will be able to play a good reply, but then you can play on.
Yeah, why go for a winner from the back of the court?
No.
Got to build the rally, work the rally.
Oh, that's a pity.
Oh,
She did everything right there, Tai Tzu Ying.
yeah.
Service over. 2-all.
Again, the little deception.
Service over.
And Tai, she's also got it now. She knows that she should not leave any time for Marin to take control of the rallies.
Another one goes long on that
Service
far
over.
back line.
3-all.
And that one's long as well.
Service over. 4-3.
Oh, I thought that was going wide.
Beautiful shot.
Goodness. Yeah, that disguise from below net height from Tai Tzu Ying.
5-3.
I don't think there's any other player in world badminton that can match her on those. Not even Ratchanok Intanon.
No, I agree. That's the way to do it for Marin. Apply power, play with pace, take
Service
time
over.
away from Tai Tzu Ying. Even though you're deceptive, it's very few players who puts a deception on a defensive shot.
Oh my goodness, reverse slice, backhand drop. Oh. Well, we're seeing the full repertoire of shots
Service
now
over.
from Tai Tzu Ying.
6-4.
Good rally. Just wide.
That's not much.
Service over.
No, but I think the sideways drift is
5,
enough to take
6.
those wide. She really has struggled, as you pointed out earlier, with those down the Marin's forehand side when Marin's that far end of the court.
Play.
Oh, that was going wide too.
And again, an air shot. It really is the tricky conditions down there, it seems like.
Yeah. One game all, 6 all. Great lift from there. What a rally. It's gone wide. Incredible save from TAI Tzu Ying. Longest rally of the match. Behind the back shot. And played a wonderful block from it. That's extraordinary. Amazing. Her spatial awareness to be able to play that.
Seven, 6.
That was a really, really good rally to win for TAI Tzu Ying.
Play. Carolina. Play. Okay. Yes.
Well, both the players wanted to change the shuttle.
8,
In those
6.
circumstances, of course, they should be allowed to change the shuttle.
Yeah.
It's only if there's a discrepancy between the two players that the umpire should make a decision.
Get ready.
Far left. Needed a change of pace or a change of angle from Carolina Marin.
6.
That was 3 shots, virtually exactly the same from her. Great defence.
But if you think about it, from when Marin missed that in the first game, when she missed that backhand, not backhand, but from the backhand corner, cross smash wide right, she hasn't played a cross smash ever since.
Wow, well, I hadn't noticed that, I have to admit. No, going straight again. You're right, Steen.
11,
So,
6.
on
Interval.
a run of 5 straight points, TAI Tzu Ying has a 5-point advantage at the change of ends here in the deciding game. "54 minutes into the match."
¿Qué estás haciendo para contrarrestar eso? No bajas el volante, ¡pam! Acelera.
20
Frena,
seconds.
ya te viene.
20 seconds.
Échalo atrás, échalo atrás. Pero tienes que, la velocidad tienes que dominar tú. ¿Vale? No puedes ir bajando tú el ritmo porque si no le das todo a ella. Sobre todo, claro. Oye, no te va a regalar el partido.
Did you get any of that?
No, I didn't get any of it, but he also looks frustrated, Fernando Rivas, when he left court there. And It's a little bit the same development we saw in the final of Spain Masters when Marin lost to Pompari Chuchuan after winning the first game.
11-6.
Sort of completely lost her game.
Play.
So 11-6 the advantage to TAI Tzu Ying. Well, she hardly seemed to touch that, and that went way long of the back line.
13-6.
Well, this is 7 straight points now. Marin desperately needs to stop this run.
Yeah, but I don't think she can. At the moment, she's not playing at a level where she can challenge TAI Tzu Ying. It's simply too much of the same. That was on the blue.
It was.
Have they changed the speed of the shuttles, or what? I don't know what's going on.
13.
It seems like the shuttles are really, really fast.
Yeah. 14-8.
That's what I judged. There was a round-the-head cross-court there, Steen.
There was.
From Carolina Marin, but it was...
8.
I would really describe it as a half smash
Yeah,
or a
exactly.
fast drop. No power
There's
smash.
not the power smash
No.
cross or the steep smash cross.
No.
Service over.
I definitely think the sideways drift is far more significant than we've seen earlier in the week.
9-15.
Yeah, it is. And let's just say that the drift has changed so that Marin is playing with the drift alongside the court now. Then she should not lift. She should be going all out to play the front court and play downwards.
That's a great smash.
Yeah. Beautiful smash.
Service over. 16-9. Play. Carolina. Ask quicker.
Sorry?
Ask quicker to paint the shuttle.
That's what you call being outmaneuvered. Yeah, sort of played herself into trouble though, TAI Tzu Ying.
10-16.
Yeah. wide.
Yeah.
Eleven, 16. Service over.
4 points away
17.
from a fourth
11.
consecutive All-England final for TAI Tzu Ying.
Yeah, rematch from last year. That was the cross smash. She's got fantastic control, TAI Tzu Ying.
Yeah.
Again, only centimeters above the arena floor. She plays another deception. That was the one who did the trick.
11.
Lifts on the defensive shots from TAI Tzu Ying. Carolina Marin believing that she was going to have to block to the net and she was going to follow in. Got caught out. That's gone wide. Match point opportunities.
20. Match point 11.
Great comeback by TAI Tzu Ying after a bad start to the first game.
It's gone long, and TAI Tzu Ying through to a fourth consecutive All-England final, beating Carolina Marin, the Olympic champion. What a great performance. An hour and 2 minutes. And TAI Tzu Ying
Match won by TAI Tzu Ying.
really did give a wonderful display today
21-11.
in beating the Olympic champion. Thumbs up for us because there is confirmation that she's won this semi-final. 19-21, 21-13, 21-11 in the deciding game. Well, having to come from a game down, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So, as far as semi-final a day is concerned, that is it. And as far as the second session is concerned, it started with men's singles, an absolute tragedy for Anders Antonsen, who twisted an ankle and couldn't continue when in the first game. So it means that Cho Tien Chen, the #1 seed, is through to the final, and he is the first ever player from his country, Chinese Taipei, to be in the men's singles final. Then it was women's doubles, and Fukushima and Hirota, the three-time World Championship silver medalists, are through to a second All-England final 2 years after their first, because they beat the Olympic champions and 2016 winners Matsutomo and Takahashi in 2 straight games. That was surprisingly easy. Then it was mixed doubles, and heartache for the English fans because Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith went down to Praveen Jordan and Melati Daiva Octavianti in 3 games. In fact, the Indonesians had 3 match points to win it in 2 straight games, but for a second day running, Ellis and Smith saved 3 match points in a second game to extend the match to a decider, but it was comfortable in the end for the Indonesians. Then it was men's doubles, and despite never having beaten the Russian pair of Ivanov and Sozonov, the 2016 winners in their two previous meetings, Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe came through in 2 straight games. So tomorrow's final will be a 4th for Endo. He lost the first 3 with a different partner. For Yuta Watanabe, he's through to a 3rd All-England final in 3 years. The last 2 years he's been in the mixed doubles final. And as we've just seen, TAI Tzu Ying has come through a thriller against the Olympic champion and 2015 winner Carolina Marin, coming from a game down 19-21, winning 21-13, 21-11. So for TAI Tzu Ying, she will be the first player in 21 years to be in 4 consecutive women's singles finals, following in the footsteps of Ye Zhaoying of China. Well, it's finals tomorrow, and the finals tomorrow will start at 12 noon. And this will be the order of play. We're going to start with the women's doubles, Fukushima and Hirota up against Du Yue and Li Yinwei. Then it will be men's singles, and Chou Tianchen will be up against Victor Axelsen, who wants to go one better than a year ago when he lost in the final. Mixed doubles should be very interesting indeed. Puavaranukro and Teurat Tanachai up against Praveen Jordan, who's won the title before, but not with his current partner, Octavianti. Then it'll be women's singles, and it's a repeat of last year's final when Chen Yufei beat TAI Tzu Ying, stopping her from winning 3 consecutive titles. And then we'll finish tomorrow with Gideon and Tsukamolio, the world number 1s, against Endo and Watanabe. And the Japanese pair have beaten the Indonesians on the last 5 occasions that they have played. It should be a great finals day tomorrow. So finals at 12 noon. Morten Frost and I will be back for that. So I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Steen Petersen for his company and his excellent tactical insight during the week. But in the meantime, from all of us here in Birmingham, especially from Steen Petersen and myself, Jill Clark, do join us for the finals tomorrow. Bye for now.